Hello, magical beings, and welcome to another reading and walk in the woods. So, today we are connecting with Spirit and we are asking, what do you need to know about your current situation? Okay, so what is going on and what advice and guidance do you need to hear right now? So we have pre-shuffled oracle cards. We're going to get into the tarot, and then we have advice and guidance with more oracle cards. And then you can choose one of these beautiful mushrooms where you can actually go on a walk and connect with the mushroom spirit, as well as connect with any of the other forest elements. So any other nature spirits, any other plant and animal spirits. So there are 3 different Sufi wisdom cards to choose from today with 3 different quartz crystals. And then we have the 3 mushrooms to choose for the mushroom walk later. Of course, each mushroom is not necessarily connected to the card. I'm just placing them here so that you can see everything. But the mushroom picking portion will be later in the video, so I will leave that timestamp below. So if you feel drawn to just go to the mushroom segment, you can, or you can stick here with me and we can get into the oracles and the tarots. So our first group 1, we have transformation. Let love transform you forever. And we have this beautiful Faden quartz. So that is for group 1. Group 2 is deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. And we have this quartz crystal here. These are all Faden quartz, by the way. And then group 3, open mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. And then there's this beautiful Faden quartz. This reminds me of a quartz that you might find in this cave, actually. If this is a cave, I don't know. It's an abstract picture, but it's quite magical. I love how each of these cards has a really different vibe that's coming off of it, a very different energy. So take a moment to connect with one of these oracle cards, and then take a moment to connect with one of the mushrooms, and we will see you in your reading and in your walk. Bye. Hello, group 1. If you chose this transformation card, this is going to be your reading, or this beautiful Faden quartz. We are asking Spirit today, what do you need to know about your current situation? Okay, what advice and guidance can you receive today from Spirit with regards to what's going on? So we're going to get into the Sufi oracle messages, okay? There's a very profound reading in here. Then we will get into the tarot and some more oracle cards for support and guidance and advice for you guys. So transformation. Let love transform you forever. I was dead and I became alive. I was tears and I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. My heart felt the glow of life ripped open in bloom. I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion. I shine like Venus. Rumi. Rumi calls you to feel the winds of change carrying you toward a wonderful transformation in your life. He has come to remind you that life is an opportunity to learn and joy to live. As you experience life, you learn to transform it in accordance with your specific terms and requirements. Some changes are complex, some require insight, and some are done intuitively. Dear one, making a move from your comfort zone requires you to surrender willingly to a new life that is unknown to you. Faith and dedication are 2 necessary conditions that will help relieve you from what is not satisfactory in your present situation. Rumi sees the power of love as the maker of such a change. He calls you to use this power as the energy and guide to create a new life. Allow love to be your guide. You will search beyond what is familiar to you, and you will become much more aware because you will no longer dwell with the very existence that you've been living in, but you will connect with the presence of your beloved spirit. By submitting to love, you will be able to receive spiritual abundance and guidance. Like a butterfly, you will break out of the smallness of this cocoon and fly to freedom and joy. Reaching deeper inside and utilizing your inner power, you can let the changes and predicaments that come along lead you toward a new, creative experience in your life. And your mantra is, Here, I'll put it here. The seeds of love germinate inside my heart and bloom into unlimited creative expression. I am surrendering into the mysterious and generous flow of life. That is so beautiful, group 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to get into your oracle messages. So this is going to be a surprise for all of us. We have from the Enchanted Realms, number 12, slow and steady. From the spell casting, we have compassion. Just going to try to lay them all out here so you can see. From the Wisdom of the Avalon, we have 2. We have the Merlin, alchemy, justice, and balance, number 1. We had another one, the Wind Fairy, number 29, thoughts, words, and intellectual analysis. Just going to make sure you guys can see all of these. Maybe I'll put them over here. There's more room. And then from the Hidden Realms Oracle, we have the Queen of Light, number 15, illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are beautiful cards. Oh, and then number 24 from the Enchanted Maps. So I guess we had 2 of those come out. Stuck in the Mud, number 24. All right, let's take a moment to connect with your energy here. Group 1, transformation. Wow. So today we are connecting with our intuition, okay? We're going to trust only that which resonates within us and let that which does not free, because it is a collective reading, right? We're reading collective energies, so not all of it will resonate, but I hope that a lot of it does. So I feel, group 1, for you guys, whatever this situation is, I feel like you felt stuck. For a moment you felt stuck, and I feel like you were expecting like a rapid transformation, like something quick, and it just felt like you had to surrender. Like you couldn't force it. Spirit is saying that it's so important that you take the time to take this slow and steady. Even if you're stuck in the mud, you can't just like leap out of the mud. Like you have to, when there's sinking sand, if you like struggle, you just sink more. Right? Like you just sink faster. So it's important to be strategic and to be calm and collected in this particular situation that you're in. It's important that you analyze. Like with the Wind Fairy here, this is all about intellectual analysis, analyzing everything, thinking clearly, freeing your mind from things that have confused you in the past. There needs to be a balance brought to this situation. I feel like in the past, if this is with regards to a person, there might have been a bit of a power imbalance with this person, and I feel like we need to bring justice. We need to bring illumination and awareness to the fact that there was this imbalance, and it needs to maybe be discussed and talked about. But I feel like if you bring love to this situation, if you bring love in and compassion, that justice will find itself naturally. That balance will be brought into this situation, and you won't feel stuck anymore. Because oftentimes when we get into these situations, we expect things to change on their own, but sometimes it's up to us. It's up to us to alter our perspective in order for the change to be brought about. So whatever this situation is for you guys, it's really important that you try to change your perspective. Okay, because that is the only way that you will free yourself. You can't keep, like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That is kind of the theme here. Don't keep trying to do the exact same thing that you've always done. You really need to step out of the box. You really need to find that illumination, that enlightenment inside of you. And shine a light on whatever it is that's confusing you, whatever the confusion is, whatever the disagreement is, if there's a disagreement. Like if this is about you going forward, say in your career or something, again, this is just you taking the time to look at all of the options and having compassion for yourself. Like, I feel like group 1, you've worked really hard to try and make whatever it is in your life, like wherever you are, you've worked really hard to get here. And I think you really need to have compassion for yourself. And just because like the universe always throws us curveballs. Just when we overcome something really challenging, it'll throw us another curveball because it knows, okay, you've made it through this obstacle. Let's see if you can make it through the next one. But it's really important to maintain that I want to say, like, not what's the word? Other than balance. Like, maintain that flow. Maintain that dance. Like, don't force things. I think that's the main message here, is not to force things. And the wind is coming through right now, and the wind just blows through the trees, you know? It blows through the trees. It's flowing through them. And I feel like that's what we really need to do here, group 1, is flow. So let's get into your tarot. You're going to be using the Thoth Tarot today. I'm just going to put your cards over to the side here. My brain, sorry you guys, like my brain was having a really hard time connecting with some of these messages for some reason. I feel like there's a lot of information coming through here. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords coming out first for you guys with regards to your current situation. The 7 of Swords, I feel like someone in this situation, if there is multiple parties in this situation, I feel like there has been some sort of dishonesty. There has been some sort of deceit. Okay, and if this is just with regards to yourself and whatever your endeavor is, whatever your situation is, it's important that you be authentic with yourself. It's important that you know what it is that you truly want. Stop like always asking what other people want or what you think other people want. Focus on what you want, group 1. What is it that you want? And spread that truth, right? You don't want to live a lie. Sorry, that's too many. Too many, Spirit. Group 1, what does group 1 need to know with regards to their current situation? What does group 1 need to know? We have the Princess of Wands. Yeah, you need to create this freedom for yourself, group 1. All right, what else do we have? 2 came out, actually. Wasn't expecting to have that many. We have the Hanged Man, number 12, and the 6 of Pentacles, Success. All right, things are looking up here. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician, so the Magus, number 1. Oh my goodness. I feel like in the past, I feel like you've maybe been suppressing a lot of your, I don't want to say childlike perspectives, but when we're kids, we just kind of, you know, embody that magical spirit. We don't like really care what other people think. Some of us do. Some of us kids are very conservative, but a lot of kids, they just go with the flow. They make believe, they play pretend, and they're just free spirits, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying you need to go and connect with that. You need to connect with that magical side of you, that magician side, that one that wants to play in the woods, that one that wants to play in their reality and see it kind of as a game rather than like this mission that you have to accomplish and achieve things. Success is coming for you guys, okay? Out of this current situation that you're in, success is guaranteed. Okay? It may seem like you've been stuck in the past, but this hangman here, this is hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious, but the hangman is all about being stuck in one perspective. And so the hangman is about shifting the perspective, seeing things from a new way. That's why he has to literally hang himself upside down. Okay? It's dropping that worm's eye view. It's breaking out of that old thought pattern and seeing the world in an entirely new light. And that is where the transformation comes. So if you felt stuck in the mud, this is the moment. This is the breaking moment where you are about to kill that fear, that tiger of fear that was holding you back and begin to dance the dance of freedom. This is fire energy, okay? Very creative, very expressive. If there's something that you need to express in this current situation, group 1, it's important that you express it. But try to look at it from a new perspective. That will really help to kind of shift and break apart the shackles that are really holding you down. And be honest, okay? We need to leave this 7 of Swords kind of deceitful energy behind, this dishonesty. So, but why is the 7 of Swords here? We're using the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Oh, what is that bird saying? That bird's like, I feel like that bird is encouraging you to free yourself, to just tell people how it is. Stop like, oh my gosh, what do we have? The 9 of Swords, despair and cruelty. I feel like you're afraid. I feel like you're afraid, group 1, to tell your truth to someone. If this is with regards to a relationship and the current situation and something that's going on between you and another person, a disagreement, confusion, a separation of some sorts, there's something that needs to be communicated, something that's been hidden, something that's been suppressed and unexplored needs to be brought into the light. That's the only way that you're going to find this freedom. I know that you're afraid, group one. I understand that. It's very, very scary to step up and talk to someone and tell them how you're truly feeling, because it can shift your entire reality. It can create this kind of tower moment, and maybe a lot of us aren't ready for that. But Princess of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. That's kind of alchemical energy here. They're both looking the other direction. That's interesting. So I feel like we need more information. Why is the Hangman here? Okay. Why is the Hangman here? We have the Six of Wands, victory. Okay, we had the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, 6-6. You could be seeing the numbers 66 coming through. Why is success here? We have the Emperor. Okay. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. Wow, there's a lot of divine masculine and feminine energy here. We've got the Princess of Wands and the Queen of Wands, okay? So what I'm seeing here, group one, is that there is a feminine power, there is a feminine energy that is dying to be expressed. A passionate, creative force that feels as though it's being inhibited, that feels as though it is being suppressed, that feels like it is not being seen. Okay? And I feel like there is this masculine energy. Now I'm getting it. This is Aries energy here. I'm getting a few different vibes. Okay, so with this Emperor here, over the Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing like for some of you, there's someone who is working really hard. Okay, they're building. This person is building a foundation. This person is building something really sturdy. And if it's in a relationship sense, one of you in this relationship could be working really, really hard, and the other one maybe isn't pulling their weight. Or they're working so hard that they're not able to put energy into the connection. They're putting all of their energy into, say, making wealth, making money, but less into, say, the romance, the passion, the connection, the spiritual relationship. I'm not seeing any like there's no Two of Cups, there's no lovers, there's not really any cups. There's just a Knight of Cups, and it looks like the Knight of Cups. I feel like both the Princess of Wands and the Knight of Cups are the truth of this connection. They're the truth of what's going on in this current situation. I'm talking about a connection because it really does feel like there is a connection that we're talking about with group one. So if this isn't about a connection, you might want to pick a different pile. But it does seem like both parties, a masculine and the feminine, whatever you resonate with, there is this kind of suppression I'm seeing at the beginning with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. The masculine is dying to express love. The feminine is dying to express her passion, her creativity. Something is holding these parties both back. And I think it's the fact that they're both seeing this connection. They're seeing this situation in the wrong way. It needs to be shifted. The perspective needs to be shifted. That's how we're going to find victory. That's how you're going to overcome this. You both need to work on perceiving this connection or perceiving this issue in a different way. This might not even be that big of a deal, whatever it is that's going on, but it seems like it is to you guys. You've built it up and up and up. And really, if you just talked about it, if you just expressed yourself, then a lot would be figured out. So yeah, for some of you, I do see like there's a masculine energy that's working really hard and maybe not putting in enough energy into the familial realm or the connection realm. For those of you who maybe it's not a romantic connection or a connection, and this is just about you in general, this is saying that if you focus in on being a powerful leader, like if you focus in on your divine masculine energy and you focus on being active, you focus on that power, that control over your reality, like you focus on crafting and I don't know how to say it, like the divine masculine is respected, right? He's a very responsible energy. So Spirit is saying that for some of you, it's maybe important that you start embodying a bit more of this balanced masculine energy He's a very respected, very responsible character, but he's kind of rigid in his thinking. But sometimes that's what you need to kind of embody to reach this kind of success. And with this feminine Queen of Wands, like, I feel like you, Group 1, are the Queen of Wands. You are this, like, beacon of light, this divine expression of this raw feminine energy. And this current, I feel like this situation that's happening for you right now is happening so that you can become this. Sometimes in our darkest moments, in our most confusing situations, it happens so that it can shake us, break us apart, so that we can rebuild ourselves and become this queen. The queen doesn't become a queen for nothing. Like, she's been through stuff. She's been the princess. She's conquered her fears to sit on this throne. She's a deeply respected individual. People look up to her as their guide. Okay, as like the divine goddess almost. So we have the Chariot underneath, so a decision needs to be made. But I do feel like by embodying this kind of Queen of Wands energy, coupled with this Magician energy, you're whimsical, you're moving, you are creative, you are expressive. You don't care what other people think. And that's the thing. If you've cared in the past what other people think, this Queen of Wands is crying to come out, crying to be expressed here. Okay, so change your perspective, release that fear that's been holding you back, express what it is that needs to be expressed, express that truth, express that. If it's anger, express the anger, but do it in a productive way. You can say, like, I have been frustrated, I have been angry at this situation because of such and such, and I really need you to understand where I'm coming from, right? Like in these relationships, even with ourselves, we really need to understand why we have the thoughts that we have, why we have the emotions that we have. Because if we just react to them and we try to numb them with substances, or we try to distract ourselves with watching television or whatever, it really doesn't get to the crux of the problem, right? So accept where you are, Group 1, accept that you might be stuck, but know that you are about to free yourself, that you are about to transform from this cocoon, right? This cocoon where the caterpillar is germinating, where the caterpillar is becoming this butterfly. They might feel stuck, but then they realize, wait, I can fly. So Group 1, get ready to fly. I'm so excited for you guys. I know this has been a bit of a heavy, confusing reading, but those were the messages that were kind of coming through. I hope that I didn't blab away too much. Let's get your advice and guidance. So from the shaman, mystical shaman, we have completion, number 9, beautiful. From the moonology, we have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. From the starseed oracle, we have lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. And from the angels and ancestors, hunter, track down your fears and desires. I love that. Okay, we saw the tiger of fear, right? The Princess of Wands was conquering her fear. You're becoming this warrior, this hunter, okay? Don't be afraid to go and find out what it is that you're afraid of. If you're afraid of communicating your truth, maybe try to figure out why. Why are you so afraid to tell people what it is that you truly want to say? Is it because you're afraid of rejection? Are you afraid of being alone in the world? I understand. That was my biggest fear, is fear of rejection. But the cycle is completing, okay? With this number 9 here and the snake eating the tail. This is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. With this new moon in Cancer, this is the beginning of a new emotional cycle that is getting ready to begin. So once you express this truth, this thing that needs to be expressed to the world via your Queen of Wands energy, I feel like a lot of the emotions are going to become heightened and then settled, because this is a new emotional beginning. But you're protected, Group 1. You're protected. You're safe. You're being watched over all the time. I feel like this is a challenge that has been repeated in your life, from past lives, through other dimensional realms, wherever you've lived and died before. I feel like it's being repeated. With lost lands here, maybe you have connected with Atlantis. Maybe you've connected with ancient Egypt, Lemuria. You could feel like you are a starseed. You could feel like you've done this before. And maybe there's another timeline that's very similar to this one, and you've already completed this mission. So maybe it's a good idea to try to connect with your future self from one of these timelines and ask for advice and guidance, because your angels are there, your ancestors are there, your higher self is there, your future selves in all of their respects are there communicating with you. So track down your fears, okay? Release your fears. Once you look at them straight in the face, you're not afraid anymore. So this is a beautiful energy to be in, Group 1. The end of a cycle approaches. Transformation, I love it. All right, Group 1. Get ready to go on your little mushroom walk in the woods where you connect with the nature spirits. So feel free to connect with any of these. And the actual picking of the mushroom portion is at a different timestamp, but feel free to connect with them here if you like. If you enjoyed this video or any of it resonated, give us the thumbs up. If you think this message will resonate with someone else you might know, please feel free to send it along, share it with them. Comment below if you feel drawn to. And we're thanking all of our ancestors and angels, our spirits, our nature spirits, our guides, everyone who has come through today. Thank you so much for letting us trust in our intuition. And we will see you in the next reading. Thanks for wandering by, you guys. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the Deal with the Unexpected card, or this beautiful Fade in Quartz, this is going to be your reading about what do you need to know about the current situation that you find yourself. So treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. So first we're going to read from the Sufi Oracle. We're going to read you this card, and then we're going to get into your pre-shuffled Oracle cards, your tarot, and then we have some advice and guidance with more Oracle cards. And then you can get into your mushroom walk in the woods. So without further ado, we are going to connect with our intuition, and we are going to trust only those messages which resonate with us, and we are going to leave the rest, because this is a collective reading. Okay, so some messages may not resonate, and they're meant for someone else, okay? So here we go. Deal with the unexpected. O sudden resurrection, O boundless providence, you appear into flames to burn the jungle of thoughts. You come blissfully to free us from shackles, and you appear to the destitute as divine providence. Rumi. There are times when we are deeply involved in what we are doing, and suddenly something unforeseen happens. A wrench is thrown into our lives. Many people crumble under this unfamiliar pressure. Rumi is coming to you with a loving heart to gift you the freedom to use unexpected happenings as an offering of grace. He wants you to trust that they pour out as blessings from the benevolent and generous source from which we all come. So take the unexpected as a call to be master of your own fate. When you follow your heart's guidance, your success is inevitable. You learn to respond to whatever comes forth. The Oracle is here to support you in connecting with your inner truth. See and treat the unexpected problem as an opportunity in disguise. Use your initiative to grasp how you can cope under pressure, and let it develop your leadership skills. By trying to maintain a positive attitude, even in the face of adversity, you will have faith in yourself that you will be ready for things to change at any time. Life has offered you everything with open hands. Accept this gift and grow into the depth of the alluring mystery that pursues you. No! Bodhi, sit. Sit. Sorry, we have our little dog is... Okay. No! No! Sorry. Wow, she just came and kind of messed everything up. She's a bit of a bigger dog, so she's lumpy. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Dare to surrender to the ups and downs of life and know that a glory greater than paradise awaits you. And your mantra is, I remain calm and in control of myself when the unexpected occurs. I know that dealing with the unforeseen is a bliss offered to me as divine providence. Okay, so we're going to try to use the unexpected as an opportunity, you guys. I'm going to put your oracle card, or actually I'll just leave it in the middle, and we'll get into your pre-shuffled oracle cards. So from the Enchanted Maps, we have Intention, number 22. And 2 came out actually for you guys from there. We have Ride the Wave, number 14. That seems very, very synchronistic to this particular energy. Ride the wave, right? Ride the unexpected. From the wisdom of the Avalon, we have focus, number 33. I'll put it there. From the hidden realms, we have Gaia's garden, fruition, abundance, and reaping what you sow, number 18. And from the spell casting, we have finding. Beautiful. Okay, let's just put that one there. Well, I'll just put it a little bit. Okay, perfect. All right, what is this energy? Group 2. I do feel like in this particular current situation that you find yourself in, group 2, I feel like you're maybe in it with this other person. There's another person involved, okay? But I feel like you feel maybe alone in whatever this particular circumstance is. But I think it's time, group 2, that you set an intention and make a wish. Make a wish to Spirit that no matter what, you are being protected. Okay? I'm seeing, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm just really excited. I was seeing this woman kind of as being all alone by herself, but she feels good about herself. And then we've got this owl who's kind of all alone, but he's sitting on an egg. So there's like an idea, right? There's an idea that's getting ready to be born into the material realm. But what I'm seeing is this little fluff ball that he's holding. He's holding like the little dandelion fluffs. And there's one that's like leaving, right? That's the wish. And then I'm also seeing here at the bottom, the little dandelion fluffs. And I see dandelion fluffs as like being a wish, right? Making that wish. So I think it's important that you make a wish to trust in yourself, in your higher self, in your power within. Obviously, you can make whatever wish that you desire, but I think that that's what Spirit is saying. Like, you need to know that you can trust Spirit, that there is a greater plan here, that we can't necessarily see this higher craft, this higher level story, right? We are just a character in this story. But I see that if you really focus on your intention, right? If you really focus on your intention, your manifestation will come about. So whatever this current situation is, I think it's really important that you focus on what you want the outcome to be, okay? Focus on what you want the outcome to be. Find your voice, okay? Find that trust, that conscious awareness inside of yourself, that beautiful divine glow. Focus from that particular spot inside of you and release that which you desire to the universe. What is it that you want to come out of this current situation that you find yourself? Because I do feel like you're in this kind of unexpected scenario right now. Something maybe a tower moment has happened to you and you feel like you're the only one that's able to hold it together. Like you have to be the one to try to keep all the pieces together. You're the one that tries to help people. And I feel like there is an abundance coming in if you focus. There's this abundance, you're going to reap the benefits of this particular moment if you put in the work. So the work is, like I said, focus and intention. You're brewing right now. You're brewing a concoction. Picture yourself as kind of like an alchemist or a witch or someone who is taking different pieces, putting them together and crafting something new. Okay, you are the one that is working to build this new future for yourself. You are the one that gets to choose the ingredients. Okay, you're the one that gets to set the intention. This is beautiful energy, you guys. Remember though, whatever energy you put out right now, it will come back to you. So make sure that your thoughts are gardened well. Okay, that you are sowing your gardens with beautiful flowers and you're clearing out any of the debris that's in your way, and you're gardening only that which you want more of, right? Only that which you want to bring more love, more abundance, more joy. So release the negativity, release the poverty mentality and know that you are looked after. So let's get into your tarot, you guys. Group 2. Ooh, we're going to use the Shadowscape Tarot, kind of violet to match your oracle cards. So what does group 2 need to know about their present situation, Spirit? Whoa, too many. What does group 2 need to know about their present situation? That's a lot, but you know what? We're going to take them all. We're going to take them all. I'm not taking reversals, okay? We have the Emperor, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Wands. Bottom deck energy is the Magician. That was the same for group 1 too. You guys might resonate with group 1 also. Group 1 was all about transformation. Okay, what am I seeing? We're probably going to get some clarifiers very soon to get into this energy. So we're going to use the Crowley Thoth Tarot. Why is the Emperor here? For group 2, Spirit, why is the Emperor here? I feel like if you're embodying the energy of being an emperor, then you can handle whatever it is that comes to you, right? You're grounded, you're connected, you're balanced, you're in a foundation, and you take responsibility for your actions, right? Like the emperor is this deeply respected character. Okay, he's strong. He knows what it is that he has to do. So I feel like if you're embodying that kind of emperor energy, that leadership role, then no matter what kind of happens to you, you're in control, right? Because you already are in control. That's your natural character that you kind of perform to the world. Why is the Emperor here though, Spirit? Just to get a bit more. Why is the Emperor here, Spirit? For group 2, we have swiftness, 8 of Wands. I feel like it's saying that it's time to embody this Emperor energy, okay? If you've been putting off feeling powerful, if you've been kind of feeling like you've been giving your power away, or you've been feeling weak and tired, Spirit is saying it's important to take the time to focus on your body, focus on your abundance, focus on your material world right now, okay? You could also be attracting someone who has this emperor-like energy. If you don't resonate with being that kind of masculine, grounded, powerful energy, you might be attracting that to you, actually, with this 8 of Wands. But in this current situation, yeah, I feel like either you need to become the emperor, or you are going to be attracting an emperor to you. Okay, group 2, that's too many. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? Okay, you're obviously building something. Oh my goodness, we have the 9 of Pentacles. It's interesting because this kind of looks like the 3 of Pentacles too. A balancing of love, creativity, and wisdom. The 3 of Pentacles, yeah. So you're building something, group 2. You're building something, and you could have been maybe building something. Maybe you've been working on your own to build this kind of this foundation inside of yourself where you feel balanced, where you feel like, yes, I'm putting enough energy into my creations, I'm putting enough energy into my relationships, I'm putting enough energy into my spirituality. You've been feeling balanced, or you've been working to feel balanced, so that when these unexpected moments happen to you, you do have the strength, you do have the abundance, you do have the ability to ground yourself. Okay, let's get a bit more information, because these messages are a little bit confusing. We have the Sun for the Page of Wands. That's beautiful. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands, Victory. So this is beautiful energy, group 2. This is really beautiful energy. I'm just going to look back at these cards. You're setting an intention, though. That's the thing that I feel like with this group. You've been working to build something. And I feel like your intention is to grow and be able to express yourself. With this Page of Wands here, she has this glorious creative energy of the sun behind her. So I think for some of you, you are creating something. You're asking about this current situation because I feel like maybe you were working on something and then something happened. It could have been a tragic moment, happened to you. And it's kind of put your life into a new kind of perspective, and you're not sure maybe where to put your energy. But Spirit is saying it's really important to ground yourself, okay? Because the Sun is a very healing card. So Spirit is saying the Sun is here to protect you. The Sun is here to guide you. The Sun is here as kind of like a fertilizer, almost to fertilize and nurture any of your ideas that you have wanted to, grow. It's saying now is the time. Now is the time to put them in motion. Sometimes when these chaotic things happen to us, it's really important to take all the pieces that, have come from the tower moment or whatever, from the chaos, take the pieces, put them back together and build something new out of it. With the magician, he's a master crafter. He can take any element and wield it into something new, right? He's the god Mercury, basically. So he's very good at communicating, very good at using pentacles, wands, all manner of elements to his betterment. Okay, so I feel like this victory that's coming through for you guys, this victory that's coming through is important for you to ground yourself. Keep building this thing that you're working on with regards to this current situation. If it's a relationship, continue to build, continue to communicate, okay, with this grounded kind of masculine energy. Masculinity is seen as kind of like stable. It's seen as being not receptive. It's seen as being active. It's seen not as aggressive. That's just one of the negative masculine traits of the masculine. But this particular masculine energy looks very balanced. It looks like he has all he needs. So make sure that you have all you need. Make sure that you're fulfilling your basic needs, group 2. And that's when that's when your solar plexus energy is about to explode, right? The Sun is all about the solar plexus, this confidence coming through to be able to express yourself. This woman is playing the violin, okay? She's a musician, and others are dancing around her. There is a celebration that is going to be coming through here. You're a magician, group 2, okay? So get ready to embody that creativity, that artisan inside of you. Because I feel like you're going to be a light unto the world. So whatever this current situation is, all you need to know is to tap into your inner love. That's what the deal with the unexpected card was all about, was find that love. Because no matter what, if you have that balance, if you have that stability, if you have that love, no matter what happens to you, you will be taken care of. So embody that magician energy. Go outside if you can and connect with the wind. Honestly, the wind is such a powerful element. It has the ability to shake everything up, come through with storms and knock over trees and spread seeds, right? It can lift waves into the air. It's a very powerful, powerful element. All right, so let's get into your advice and guidance. But group 2, this is beautiful energy. You guys are building something. There is such abundance coming through with the 9 of Pentacles. You are gaining such momentum, such power. Okay? If you felt hopeless in the past, there's nothing to worry about. Okay? You have the Sun behind you. You have the confidence to be able to express yourself. Just set the intention. Just set the wish. This is magical manifestation power right here. Okay? This is the divine moment to manifest. The Sun is like the king of the manifestors. This is beautiful. Become your emperor inside and express yourself. So let's get advice and guidance for you guys. Oh. My brain is so foggy today, and I feel like it's because there is like a storm brewing. It's a very gray day today, so my mind is just kind of slow, but doing the best I can out here, you guys. So from the Mystical Shaman, we have Beauty Way, number 4. I love this card. This is so beautiful. Oh, connecting with beauty, connecting with like your roots. I feel like, so I actually found like a lotus root the other day, like like a lily root, and I thought it was like some sort of interdimensional species from another planet because it looked so weird. Like it looked like an aquatic creature from another realm. It was so cool looking, but it made me realize like how deep the roots are and how thick. They're huge. And then this lily, like this root like shoots out this beautiful flower from beneath the darkness. So I feel like you guys are getting ready to share something. You guys are getting ready to express something with regards to this current situation. Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to express yourself. We have believe in the impossible, blue moon from the Moonology. Don't be afraid, you guys. Literally, you have so many beings on your side helping you right now, helping you to manifest your hopes and dreams. From the star seed, we have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. Okay, so rather than relying on external substances all the time, you guys have literally all the power inside of you, all the light that you could ever require to feel elated, to feel enlightened, to feel passion and just ecstasy. Okay, so if you are addicted to something outside of yourself, whether it's a person, whether it's a substance or whatever it is, just try to balance it out. Okay, it's okay when you're trying to loosen your desire for this thing. It's okay to still use it, but just lessen it. And in time, you won't require it anymore. And try switching it up. So rather than going and having, like, say, another cigarette or another glass of wine or something, say, instead of that glass of wine, I'm going to spend 5 minutes and try to, go jogging. Just go jogging around in a circle. Honestly, like I find that if you do bursts of energy throughout the day, like bursts of exercise, like just running randomly for like 30 seconds, it's so much better for you than spending, say, like an hour jogging. These bursts are really what we need to have this kind of vibrant energy come to us when we need it. And I feel like you guys need that energy. You need that vitality to really express this gift that you have, this creation. And then from the angels and ancestors, we have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Did we literally not have this card here? Focus, you guys. Confirmation messages here. Make a plan, make an intention. Focus on what it is that you want to manifest, and it will come true. But you have to know, like, if you don't know what it is that you want, how is the universe supposed to give it to you? It's like waiting at a bakery and you're like, I don't know what I want to order, and the waiter's like, well, you kind of need to tell me what you want to order. And you're like, I don't know. And they're like, well, I can't bring you a cake or a coffee or something if you don't tell me. So you really, really need to connect with spirit, connect with your higher self, and talk about what it is that you truly want. Do you want to be a divine creator? Do you want to spread your creations to the planet? Do you want to inspire people? If that's what you want, then you need to make that known and start doing things that actually facilitate that rather than debilitate that, rather than stop your action. For example, like if you want to become a painter, maybe it's a good idea to buy paints or don't sell your paints. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to put the energy into the thing that you really want to create. Like, for example, I wanted to be a musician, but I'm like, why? Why am I not a musician? Like, why am I not making music? Well, because you're doing too many other things. You're making like gardens and you're doing like all kinds of like other YouTube channels when you really want to make music, like you have to focus. There's always time for the things that you want most. So it's about making a plan and staying focused. This is really beautiful energy, you guys. Believe in the impossible. Anything is possible. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that some of this resonated. If it did, give us the thumbs up, comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. Share these messages with anybody who you think it might resonate with. And we will see you in the next reading. And if you're leaving me here, thanks again. Feel free to check out one of these mushroom walks, whichever one you feel connected to. The timestamps are below. And we will see you in the next reading or walk. Thanks so much for wandering by. Hello there, group 3. If you chose open mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one, then this is going to be your reading. Or if you chose this Fade and Quartz, also extremely magical. So, I better move group 2s. So for today's reading, we are asking Spirit, what do you need to know about your current situation? Okay, what advice and guidance can we give you for what's really going on? Okay, so group 1 and two's readings were fairly different, so I'm excited to get into your reading. I love your card so much. Don't tell the other groups, but this is my favorite card. Oh my gosh. So we're going to get into the messages for your open mind oracle. Then we're going to get into the tarot, and then we have more oracle cards. We've got tons of oracle cards, lots of pre-shuffled. And then you can get into your mushroom walk where you connect with more messages from the mushroom spirits and from the forest. All right, so from your Sufi, we have open mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. Oh, oh, you with feet willing to move and a mind that is closed. Life rises in one who knows to open the mind as the river flows. Rumi. A spiritual gift helps you discern and choose wisely. You are now endowed with the ability to clarify your thought process and bring new light to a situation. The oracle invites you to boldly open the window of your mind to refresh your insight. Integrate your thoughts and place new value on your decisions and put them into action. Avoid criticizing beliefs that are contrary to your own. Try to be open-minded. Analyze the situation and look at all sides of the issue. When you weigh the pros and cons and stay open to new ideas and fresh ways of doing things, you will reap the rewards that you desire. When you change an old, comfortable belief, you might feel uneasy and afraid for a time. This can make you feel vulnerable, but know it's of great value because freedom and kindness await. By opening your mind to new ideas, you will give yourself the chance to explore a broader variety of options. You are at the beginning of a breakthrough. Set sail for a new horizon. And your mantra is, I discern the truth in what I believe. I am open to considering new ideas and thoughts as I seek the highest solution for everyone involved. That's beautiful, you guys. For your current situation, you guys want what's best for everyone. That is beautiful. Okay, so let's get into your beautiful pre-shuffled oracle cards. From the Enchanted Maps, we have Strength, number 44. This is so exciting. You guys had 2 actually for this. Number 8, Come Together. Beautiful energy. From the Hidden Realms, we have the Altar Priestess, Preparation, Prayer, Sacred Ritual, number 39. Number 8 and number 44. From the Wisdom of the Avalon, we have the Hawk, number 11, Omens and Messages. And from the Spellcasting, we have Justice. Ooh, okay. This is beautiful. What are we feeling here for you guys, group 3? For this regards to their current situation. So we're going to trust our higher selves, our intuition, and we're going to release that which does not resonate, okay? And take only that which does. So group 3. I feel like for this current situation, you're really going to need to come in together with another person, okay? You're really going to need to meet in the middle with this come together card. I feel like if you've been having opposing views from a person, I feel like you're going to maybe need to work together, okay? There is a strength, though, that you guys have. And I feel like you're going to be bringing strength and power to whatever this situation is. That is what you are here to do, group 3. You are the power. You are the grounded foundation that's going to help balance this situation. Because you want what's best for everyone involved, right? You don't want to try to one-up somebody. You don't want to try to put another person down. You want what's best for everyone because you guys, I feel like you guys see that everyone is equal, that everyone is just sharing the same consciousness expressed in different human forms. You want a justice. You want a balance. You want everyone to be able to receive, to give and receive in an equal give and take. Okay? I feel like you guys know that everyone's just doing the best that they can with the knowledge and awareness that they have. You guys are beautiful people. Sorry, I'm just like, this is beautiful energy. I feel like there could be a message coming through for you guys soon, though. I would pay attention to any symbols, any synchronicities that are coming through. Maybe pay attention to the birds in the sky, actually. Hawks are very powerful, powerful creatures. Their perspective is so high that they can see all the creatures moving around beneath them, even like a tiny little mouse, like moving under the ground. They can see it. They can feel it. They know that it's there. So just be very careful to trust your intuition right now, I feel. There could be a lot of people coming and going in your life. And I just feel like you need to surround yourself with people who are going to help you. People who are going to help you find your truth. Okay? Have an open mind. Like Spirit said, replace the old ways of being with this new strength. And it's okay to have to rely sometimes on other people. Like, it's okay to come together with people of like minds. And it's important to learn from people. Like, for example, like when you see someone doing something that you don't like, that's okay. That's important. You're just realizing, okay, that's not what I want to incorporate into my essence, into my being. I want to incorporate this other thing, right? People are just colors that we learn from. I feel like we're like, oh, I like this color. I'm going to take a little bit of that and put it onto my canvas, right? We are just masterpieces. We are our own beautiful canvas that we are crafting. So I feel like for some of you guys, it might be important to take the time to say a prayer. Because whatever is going on, whatever the situation is, it might demand a moment of stillness, a moment of peace, right? Having an open mind is easier to do once you've kind of gone in and kind of cleaned up your mind, right? Cleaned up your emotional space. It's hard to have like a clear mind if your room's a mess, right? So you could even start with cleaning your room up and setting out a beautiful like sacred space in your room where you can put like crystals or you can put any of your favorite items in a particular space. And just maybe it's important to cleanse your area too. But I feel like not only are you coming together with another person in this situation, I feel like you're coming together with yourself. There is this balance that you're finding within and in your actual material realm too. Strength and courage. The number 44 might be significant to you guys. So we're going to get into your tarot. This is beautiful energy, you guys. Beautiful, balanced energy. I just love this. But yeah, it is really important to take the time to just clean your space, clean your mind, clean your space, and have a really sacred area where you can go and just, pray, set intentions, connect. So we're going to get into the tarot now. We're going to start actually with the Heaven and Earth tarot. So Spirit, what does Group 3 need to know with regards to their current situation? What does Group 3 need to know with regards to their current situation? We have the 3 of Cups, abundance. I feel like there is a celebration coming, you guys. I feel like there is a celebration coming. If you feel like you've been through a rough patch or confusing, like I feel like Mercury's been in retrograde forever and it's just like making our minds kind of all over the place. I feel like there is this celebration coming, this reunion of souls coming together with this beautiful 3 of Cups. These women are having a great time. And they're being their authentic, true selves. They don't care. They don't care what other people think. Group 3, Spirit. What does Group 3 need to know with regards to their current... Whoa, that one just like flew. Oh my gosh. We have the Star. I feel like this is one of these women here. You guys are embodying the Star energy. I feel like you guys are a beacon in this current situation. Like I said, like you guys are the balancing element in this. You're helping to ground and heal other people in this situation. And if this is just like a soulless situation, I feel like you're helping regardless to stay balanced in yourself. But you guys are this star-like energy. I do feel like you are a beacon. You're really, really helping to guide other people out of the darkness. And you're really helping to guide people to want to celebrate and express themselves authentically, their truth. Whatever this current situation is, you guys, you're about to blossom. That's what I see. What does Group 3 need to know with regards to their... That's too many. Seeing so many here. That's... Okay, whoa. Whoa. What does Group 3 need to know with regards to their current situation? Oh, I'm so happy for you guys, though. Like, this is just beautiful energy to be in. Ooh, we have the King of Cups, so I'm not taking reversals, you guys. I feel like in this current situation, I feel like you were attracting a divine masculine. I don't know. I feel like these two, even though the star is Aquarius energy. So you could be an Aquarius or you could be attracting an Aquarius energy to you. King of Cups, I see that as being, I think, like Scorpio energy. Could be Pisces and Cancer, but I do get the Scorpio vibes. So you could be attracting a Scorpio, or there could be Scorpio energy in your chart that you want to connect with, but there's this intensity. I feel like there is an intense emotional experience that's happening within this situation. Like I feel like emotions might be coming out, and I feel like light is being shone on them. But I feel like if there is a masculine energy in this, I feel like they see you as this star, as this beacon to help them through this situation. Whatever this situation is, there is this masculine energy that is being helped. I don't know. What is the bottom deck? Oh, okay. We have the Hermit. Beautiful. So there is a lot of introspection happening with regards to what's going on for you guys in this situation. I feel like you're being forced to go within. Like there's not really a choice here. It's like, I have to go within. And it's allowing, this is what I'm saying. Like you're being allowed to have this open mind by going within, by cleaning up the clutter. The Hermit goes inside of their subconscious mind, into the dark, shadowy realms, right? And they're uncovering all those hidden shadows, things that they didn't understand or they didn't want to look at. Their fears, right? I feel like your fears are being brought to the surface now, but with this open mind, with this new way of seeing things, you're surrendering, you're accepting that this is where you're meant to be. And after all of the confusion, after all of the, if there was conflict in this situation, you're going to be able to celebrate that you're going to be okay. You guys are going to make it through whatever this is. But let's get some clarifiers. Why is the Three of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Three of Cups here? Abundance for what is going on, or in this current situation. Ooh, what is going on in this current situation? I feel like I hear thunder rumbling. Something's coming, you guys. So we had 3 pop out, but honestly, I feel like they're being connected to each of these. All right. Okay. We have the Chariot for the Three of Cups. Sorry, the grass is really preventing them from staying. And then we have the Knight of Wands for the Star. And then we have the Six of Pentacles for the King of Cups. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. Did we literally... No, this can't be. Like, look. You can't make this up, you guys. Justice twice. Okay. This is about finding balance. So I feel like if, for some of you, I'm getting the idea that there is this, maybe the masculine energy. I feel like the feminine energy is coming in to be this beacon, to be this magical force that's holding everything together. I feel like the king is being forced to surrender to whatever the situation is. The masculine is just being forced to surrender, which is interesting because the idea of surrender is a very feminine energy. But in this case, the masculine is really being forced to take the role of going with the flow. Okay, interesting. And just accepting things as they are. And there is a balance with this. I feel like the justice that's coming through, not only is it that you're bringing this darkness into the light and you're balancing what you know and what you don't know, but the balance is this masculine and feminine energy counterparts coming through. Even though I don't see counterparts here necessarily, I feel it. If there is something that happened between the two of you, I do feel like there is some sort of relationship. This could be a same-sex relationship, judging by all the masculine energy here. It could be a polygamous relationship, judging by the Three of Cups here. These are just messages for some of you, but I do feel like in the past, there might have been a power, like an imbalanced power dynamic between the two of you, or one person was kind of doing everything, or one person felt like they weren't doing enough, And I just feel like this particular situation that you're finding yourselves in, or that you're finding yourself in, group 3, is forcing this balance. It's forcing this justice. For some of you, maybe if it was, say it was a legal matter or something, I feel like you are bringing balance to this situation. That is what your role is. For some of you, there could have been, I don't know, for some of you, I feel like there could have been this kind of player energy of one of the characters feeling like maybe they weren't satisfied in their reality, but really it's interesting. The Knight of Wands clarifying the Star. I feel like there is a masculine energy that wants to, that's been hiding their truth. There's a masculine energy here that's been hiding their truth. With Aquarius, like the Star is all about expressing light. She's the water bearer. She expresses her emotions openly and honestly. And I feel like this Knight of Wands, he's got this passion, he's got this vibrancy, but I feel like with the King of Cups and whatnot, it's time to express the emotion. And with the Chariot here, it's a woman rather than a man. So a feminine rather than a masculine. The feminine is in charge of making this chariot move. The feminine is responsible for guiding this new direction to where this chariot is meant to go. So the feminine, in a sense, is responsible to take the action, and the masculine is responsible for being passive and surrendering to the flow. I think that's how this is going to work. When the masculine surrenders, when the masculine finally feels at peace with the way things are, that is when the success will happen. When the coins just are let to fall where they may, things will start to blossom. Things will start to come together again. But there's a release that needs to happen. A relinquishing of control. And that's how we are going to bring about this justice. That's how we're going to bring about this balance again. It's like the masculine and feminine roles are switching, in a sense. Maybe if you've been more of a masculine, you're becoming more of a feminine, or vice versa. You're learning about the other role. You're learning to embody that other role. And that's what's crafting this kind of open mind. The ability to see through someone else's eyes. The ability to see in another perspective. That's what's going on in this current situation. This is so fascinating. But yeah, it's up to the feminine to really set this in motion. But I feel like the intention needs to be set. I feel like there needs to be balance and a trust, like in her strength. I feel like the feminine really needs to know that she is powerful, that she is strong, and that she can do anything. And the masculine has to let it go and the masculine needs to know that the feminine has what it takes. Look, the woman is holding the balance. It's feminine energy holding these balancing, what are they called? The balancing, like the scales. The feminine is holding the scales. The feminine is allowing things to fall into balance. This is beautiful energy, group 3. I hope it's been like somewhat illuminating and not just confusing, you guys. I hope that some of it's resonating. My brain is like, does this make any sense at all? Okay, let's get into your oracle cards for advice and guidance with regards to your current situation, you guys. So from the mystical shaman, we have the Blade, number 6. From the Moonology, we have your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. From the Star Seed, we have a new earth. It's happening. Hold the vision. And from the angels and ancestors, you got 2. Guardian angel, you are not alone. And high priest, intend and create. The Blade. I feel like the Blade is about a sacrifice. Right? We use the blade to cut open the skin and release blood, and we are making an offering. We are making a sacrifice. So I feel like group 3, this is about you releasing an intention, releasing a wish, sacrificing the fact that you don't know up into the universe. Okay, so release that, but know that a new cycle is coming. Holding a vision, okay, so you have a plan and you need a practical way to explore this plan. So whatever it is that you want to have happen in this particular situation, whatever you want the outcome to be, it needs a plan, okay? Full moon in Taurus. So maybe jot down ideas of what it is that you want to have happen in this situation, and then make a plan of, maybe make a list of all the obstacles that are preventing this situation from being resolved, and then make a list of all the things that could help this situation become resolved, okay? And then hold that vision. Intend and create. You are responsible, group 3, for helping to facilitate a beautiful, harmonious outcome for this situation. Okay? But know that you're not alone. Your spirit guides, your angels and ancestors, your higher self, everything, everyone is here in these multiple dimensions of time and space. They're here to help you. You just need to ask, okay? Don't be afraid to ask. And with all these different colors here, I'm seeing maybe it's important to try to balance your chakras, right? Justice, it was all about balancing. Not only balancing the masculine and feminine, balancing all of the energetic centers inside of you, which they all do resonate with a different masculine and feminine energy. So it might be important for you guys to get out in nature and just connect with the earth, connect with Gaia, and that'll really help you to determine what it is that you truly want to happen in this connection, or sorry, in this particular circumstance. So use the blade to, I feel like, cut away that which no longer serves you. Use the blade to set an intention, to set a wish into action, right? Because when we sacrifice something, that puts an energy out there into the world to use it to manifest. That's why rituals often use sacrifices, right? You kill an animal as a sacrifice and it brings the rain in, or it brings abundance or something, right? Because you're giving and taking. Giving and receiving, I mean. So this has been a really magical reading, group 3. I really hope that some of it resonated. If it did, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. Send this video along to anyone who might resonate with the messages. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and we are just so blessed and grateful to have you be in the forest with us today. So we will see you in the next video. If you're interested in the mushroom walk, where we connect to the mushroom spirits, get any more advice and guidance for you guys, and go on our little walk in the woods, then we will see you over there. But until then, thank you for wandering by. Hello, magical beings, and welcome to your mushroom walk in the woods. So today we are asking Spirit, what messages, what advice and guidance, what wisdom is meant to come to you guys today through the woods, through these beautiful mushrooms. Okay, so we have 3 mushrooms to choose from today. Our first mushroom is the Bolete, or the Bolete mushroom, which is an edible fungi found in the fall. We are in Ontario right now, so in September. So they are edible, but I would research online first before getting into them. Winnie, we're trying to do the reading. Our second mushroom fungi is this coral. So it actually looks like coral from a coral reef in the ocean. It's very floppy and spongy though. So the coral is also edible, but you want to make sure that, like I said, you research all of your mushrooms before eating any of them. You don't want to eat the brighter versions, like anything that's orange, anything like that. You don't want to eat it. If it's white, you'd be safer. But again, I am not saying that this is an edible wild plant video. Do your research first. Especially because this third mushroom for group 3 is the Amanita muscaria, okay? And these particular mushrooms are very poisonous, so don't even contemplate about eating them. They're beautiful to look at, and they do have a lot of hallucinogenic properties, but they are lethal, so be very, very careful. So group 1, group 2, and group 3 take a moment to resonate with one of these mushrooms, and I will see you shortly on your walk through the woods where we connect with all the nature spirits. And today, guys, I think that the audio quality is a lot better, so we are good on that. See you guys soon. Bye. Hello, group 1. If you chose this beautiful Bolete mushroom, this is going to be your walk in the woods where we connect with the messages from this particular fungi. So we're looking for all messages, any wisdom or guidance this beautiful mushroom and the rest of the woods want to offer to us today. All right, so I'm just going to leave your mushroom there for now. We'll come maybe back for it later. Don't really want to carry around the mushroom, but the bolete is edible, okay? It has this brown, soft top. The underside has no gills, okay? It has little, I believe they're polypores? They're these little tiny holes, so no gills. Whoops. And the stem is kind of this shaggy brown and white coloring, so that's what they look like. They don't really have much of a smell other than they smell like a mushroom. And but of course, if you are going to identify your mushroom, I would prefer that you do it yourself because, again, I am just a talking voice on the internet, and mushrooms can be extremely, extremely dangerous, lethal actually. So that being said, there are no lethal bolete mushrooms, so this one is edible. You can saute it and fry it up. That's a little bit of a edible plant lesson for today. So we're going to get into our messages as we begin to walk through the woods. So messages for the bolete group spirit. Wow, our first message is there's a lot of mushrooms. So I think these are maybe oyster mushrooms here that are showing up. Oh, I just saw the most majestic puffball the other day. It was huge. And then we have these beautiful Amanita muscaria, which are rather deadly. So with regards to any advice and guidance, group 1, that I'm seeing for you, I'm seeing, maybe it's important to just keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled, because just because something looks really beautiful, or it looks really like a good idea, or it looks really lucrative, or it looks really sexy, just because it's charming doesn't mean that it's maybe the best venture, the best course of action. Because these mushrooms, they are very beautiful, but the Amanita muscaria, they're extremely lethal. Most of the species will kill you after giving you quite the hallucinogenic experience. So just be forewarned that you might be encountering something that looks a little too good to be true. So just keep an eye out. Just be wary. That's what Spirit is saying. That's what these mushrooms are saying. But if you feel drawn to the Amanita muscaria, you might feel drawn to group 3. Okay. Let's see. What are we connecting with today, Spirit? I'm seeing more Amanita muscaria. Wow. There could be people that are coming into your life that are looking to share in your light. For example, maybe you've come into like some wealth, or you've come into some, what's the word? Like not a celebrity status, but maybe you're doing really well, like through social media, or your business is doing really well, or you're just getting a lot of people that are wanting to, join in and take part in your celebration, which is fine, but you just want to make sure that you're not giving any of your power away. You're not giving any of your energy or your money away right now. I think it'd be a good idea to just keep everything grounded, stay connected. I just saw a leaf fall onto this little guy here. So just, stay grounded and just let the pieces fall where they may. But at the same time, just be strategic about it. there's no wind today. There's no wind at all in these trees, which is making me feel like now might be a good time to take a moment and just connect with yourself. If you've gone through any really chaotic moments in your life, there might be a brief calm. And when there is, Spirit is saying, please take that time. Take a moment when there is that stillness to try and just connect with yourself, connect with your soul, connect with your spirit. I'm seeing more Amanita Muscaria. Look at this. These mushrooms. They are stunning. I really am so interested in trying, like, obviously many of them are poisonous, but for those of them that aren't, I've heard that the hallucinogenic properties are quite healing, because they show us a lot of things that aren't within our grasp. Deep within our subconscious mind, deep within the collective unconscious, there's all these secrets, all these tools, all these hidden gems. And I feel like if you have the chance, like I said, group 1, take the opportunity to go and, I'm not suggesting that you take hallucinogens, but just through meditation alone, you can release these chemicals that can help you enter into that altered state of consciousness. I'm also looking at how these rocks are placed, very precariously, but they're standing. They're still standing. Yeah, so just take a moment to be still. If you're receiving that message in a lot of different readings, this is confirmation that take that moment. Find that inner oasis, that inner abundance. I'm just being drawn to this moss here. I know there's so much moss in all these readings, but it's just, there is an abundance inside you. There is this energy, this vitality, which maybe has been dormant for some time. Maybe you've been weaving a web. Maybe you've been crafting something. Look at these webs. There's no spider. Well, there is somewhere. Oh, wow. And then you can see into the hole. So maybe you're weaving a web and you're hoping to manifest and catch something. You're making a wish, maybe, group 1. And I feel like as you make this wish, whatever it is, it could be that you're desiring a person in your life. It could be that you're desiring abundance. It could be that you're desiring to inspire people. It could be all of those things. So there is a wish that you can have. You can have it, group 1. But I think that for some of you, you're a little afraid. You're a little afraid to take the time to get to know yourself a little better. Because I think once you get to know yourself a little better, you'll realize that there's a few things in your life that you need to step away from. Because there is an abundance waiting for you, perhaps elsewhere. And for those of you who this is resonating with, that is a definite sign. Look at this I'm seeing this little lonely rock statue by himself. He doesn't need anybody, he's all alone. And look, there's more boletes. So this is the mushroom that you guys chose. I feel like by seeing these other mushrooms here, I'm thinking you guys do have people who will support you. And the Amanita muscaria mushroom is the mushroom that looks really tasty. It looks really enticing, but like I said, it's poisonous, or it can be poisonous. So there is this group of people that is there for you, that is there to protect you, that is there to help you. And I think it's really important that you maybe start to open up a dialogue with these people and just connect with them on a deeper level, because, oh, look. Z. I'm seeing a Z. Zorro. Tap into your inner warrior, you guys. Tap into your inner warrior. And you will attract other people with that kind of strength. There's a lot of mixed messages coming through here right now for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, there's a Chippy. Hi, Chippy. Chippies are extremely agile, and he is right now collecting food for the winter. And a lot of squirrels and chipmunks, rodents alike, they actually collect mushrooms and they dry them. Isn't that crazy? They dry them on like different trees. We might even see some along here. That would be so cool. But yeah, they dry the mushrooms in the trees and then they store them for the winter. So if we think that we're the only animals that do that, we definitely are not. It's a common thing in the forest. Oh, I just walked through a spider web. Okay. Oh gosh, their spider is literally on me. Okay. I'm not freaking out, but like, you know, it's a little freaky. So you guys might have like walked into some sort of, like, not trap necessarily, but you could have walked into something, a situation that you're a little bit regretting. You're like, oh, I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this. Like, why did I do this? Look there's more boletes, but some are dying. So I think that there's a part of you, group 1, that you need to let die. I think there's a part of you that you need to just let go and not be afraid to let it go, because death is just a part of this reality. And it's important that you take the time to grieve for that part of yourself because, oh, look, because when you let the old go, there'll be room for this new, vibrant life. I see this as like, look at this. These two little boletes are coming together. So I feel like maybe group 1, you're going to be connecting with another person soon. Or if you're already in a partnership that's really loving and beautiful, I feel like it's just about to deepen. This is a beautiful, beautiful, harmonious relationship between these two mushrooms. I kind of want to eat one. They look really good. I'm just not exactly sure of the timing of the, like, if they're a little too ripe, but yeah. Yeah, I see. This is beautiful. So yeah, let go of what no longer is like serving you guys, and be wary of these nefarious fellows who, you know, like I said, they appear charming and seductive, but they might have other intentions. And then look at this little bolete. Okay. Sorry, this is like too cute. This is like a bolete family here. We have the bolete parent, maybe like the dad and the mom and then the baby. And then another little baby. Oh my gosh, this one is like a different kind. So maybe you guys are adopting. For some of you, you could be thinking about adoption. Maybe adopting someone from another country. Who knows? Another ethnicity. So I do see that there is like some sort of beautiful, harmonious relationship that is coming into your life after you've like left like these questionable circumstances and you have shed that old version of yourself and you come into your warrior strength. Then you're going to attract this beautiful, beautiful, like harmonious family situation. And it might not even be like, if you're not looking for a family or you're not looking to start a family, then this could be you starting some sort of like creative project and, you know, mothering it, you know, like a lot of the time, musicians, artists, writers, we need to baby our projects. Our projects are our children. And so you could be really, really connecting with your projects in a very nurturing, loving sort of way. So I do feel like you're going to be entering into this kind of paternal, maternal quality in your life. This is so beautiful. I just need to take a picture of this. Okay, so just as I turned on the camera again, my little Jack Russell showed up. This is Winnie. And so it made me think that maybe you guys are also going to be adopting like a little fur baby, or you're going to be spending time with your fur baby or scaly baby or feather baby, whatever it is that you feel drawn to. So I feel like, yeah, you're going to be kind of entering into that kind of nurturing phase after you get through all this other stuff. All right, so we are just walking along the path still. Any other messages for our beautiful bolete group? I think it's called a bolete. It could be a bolet. I'm not sure. There's this open clearing here. I feel like with this open clearing, you're just going to be able to see things without like that many obstructions. I feel like your view won't be as hazy anymore. You're just going to be able to... Whoa. Okay, there's somebody in the tree who's making quite a lot of noise. So just because like, just because your mind might be clear, your perception might have more clarity, doesn't mean that there won't be other voices out there trying to tell you what to do. So just be wary of that. Just be wary to keep in touch with your own voice and what you desire and what you want. And maybe have a balance. You just don't want to give too much of your energy away, especially during this time where you're entering into this kind of warrior strength, right? You're embodying this warrior strength and you're learning to say no to certain people. You're getting that courage. I know someone told me once that, like for a lot of us people pleasers and empaths, it's important to actually say no. Like I was told to try to say no for 6 months. Just don't give anyone anything. Just say no. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't say no. And they're like, you have to try to say no. So try to say no. Ah, look at this beautiful moss bed. Okay, guys. The last messages of your reading are just like, get ready, guys. Get ready for this abundance. I feel like you guys you've either been working really hard or manifesting really hard. And I feel like you're just going to be able to walk on this. Like, I feel like I'm walking on clouds right now as I step through this moss. You're just going to be able to walk through the moss, walk through these clouds. You're going to feel so good about what's happening. Okay? You're going to feel so good about what's happening, but only if you ignore or release all these other dialogues that are in your mind and dialogues that are around you from different people who maybe are still in a very egoic nature. Oh, look, we have more Bolete. They keep coming up. That's got to be a sign that the real people who are meant to be with you will be with you. I'm seeing some dragonflies too. Dragonflies are extremely agile. They can, like, I don't remember how many mosquitoes they can eat in like a minute, but they're incredible. So tap into that agility. Maybe you want to look up dragonfly as like a power animal or a symbol that's coming through. Yeah, because dragonflies, like I've said before, I think they were around, honestly, like since they were one of the first creatures on planet Earth. It's kind of crazy. I'm seeing a Bolete through the woods right now, like through the darkness. That's got to mean something. I feel like your soul family, if like you haven't found your soul family or you're looking for a person and you haven't found them yet, I feel like the wait is almost over. There's just going to be like one more little kind of like dark foresty path to go through with a few obstructions here and there, but you're going to make it through. You're going to make it through. Oh, there's a woodpecker. Oh, you probably can't see the woodpecker, but he's just through the forest there. I would look up woodpecker too. One day I'll get familiar with all the different symbols and what they mean, but somebody could come knocking on your door is what I'll say with the woodpecker. Someone unexpected is coming into your life. How about that? And then we have our Boletes again. This is what I was seeing in the forest, you guys. It's because there's this light shining on him. How beautiful. I feel like the light is about to shine on you guys, group one with the Bolete. I feel like the light is about to shine on you. So I hope that you're ready. I hope that you're ready to embody this kind of leader, this kind of warrior energy, somebody who is there to help guide others. Oh my gosh, and I'm seeing more Boletes in this forest. So I feel like, honestly, you guys need to help other people. This is a message that's coming through for some of you. You need to help other people find their light. You need to help other people out of the darkness. And I'm not talking about the people who are going to take from you. I'm talking about people who, when you do help them, will then give back to you, right? Sometimes when you help one person get out of a really dark time, when you're in a really dark time later, they will be that light. They will be that beacon. That's what a friendship is all about. Look at this. There's more hiding in here, you guys. So find your soul tribe and then help them. Give them a hand if you can. Don't give all your energy, but give what feels right. Give love when you feel called to. And I'm just gonna end our beautiful reading on this lovely stone here. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, little Boletes that have come all around to help share this message. There's the little Bolete there. I hope that some of this resonated for you. I hope it wasn't a little too repetitive, but it's mostly just about coming out into the woods and connecting with the nature spirits. So thank you so much for being here, Bolete group. Thank you so much for connecting and sharing your energy and time. And we will see you in the next walk. Bye. Hello, coral mushroom group. If you guys chose this beautiful fungi, this is going to be your walk in the woods where we are getting messages from this beautiful mushroom and from the entire forest. Any messages, any advice and guidance that's just coming through today for you guys. So, look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take a little piece. Now, these are edible, okay, but avoid the bright colored ones. So usually like the beige and white is okay. I think this is beige. Don't quote me on it. I don't use this video as a mushroom identifying video. This is just a little pick a plant video. So this is your mushroom. And we're just going to connect with spirit. Oh, there's more boletes from like group 1. There are so many mushrooms out and about today, you guys. Honestly, I can't even begin to tell you. It's because fall is a beautiful time when all of the plants are ready to harvest and we have tons of mushrooms because the dew is very prominent because of the cold nights and the hot days right now. It's creating a lot of dew. What's going on over here? Winnie? Sorry, my dog is just like, I think she's trying to find something in the stones. Okay, so what messages are we getting from this particular group? I'm hearing a lot of birds. Well, one bird in particular, one bird group in particular. So you guys could be getting a lot of different people in your ears right now. For some of you, you could be also hearing like a lot of like, hearing or seeing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of signs, a lot of repetitive symbols, repetitive like numbers. Oh, this is a strange looking mushroom. I feel like for some of you guys, there could be an opportunity coming in. A very unusual opportunity that you maybe weren't expecting. So this could be like, you know, a relationship for those of you who are single. This could be a friendship. This could be a business opportunity. You know, like an opportunity to travel somewhere. And I think I'm connecting with that because I was seeing like this really strange looking mushroom. So they could be like entering into a strange phase of your life, which is a very different message from the other group. But I still hear those voices. And maybe that's why you need to like kind of move away. If you're like thinking about traveling or you're thinking about like, you know, developing new relationships with people, maybe moving jobs or whatever. It's because like these voices, these nagging voices that maybe were around you before, were kind of taking your energy. They were guiding you into directions that maybe didn't feel like in alignment with your soul, in alignment with your purpose. I'm seeing an Amanita Muscaria, so that's for another group. But like I said to the Bolete group, I do think that it's important that you just keep your eyes peeled. If there is someone who comes into your life and they appear all charming, or there's some sort of like business venture that seems a little too lucrative to be true, maybe you just want to, you know, be on the side of caution, just to protect yourself. It might be important that I'm just looking at these little stone guys, and I'm thinking maybe it's important that you just take the time to center yourself. And not only that, but like, I'm seeing them as chakras right now. I think it's maybe important that you take the time to try to connect with your different energy centers. Because a lot of the time, we really, really need to cleanse ourselves. We really need to cleanse our energy because our energy gets blocked up when different things, emotional events happen to us. And I'm seeing this Amanita Muscaria again. So I think for some of you, you've maybe been in some sort of unhealthy attachment pattern or some sort of like attachment to, it could be substances, it could be a person, it could just be a way of thinking. And I think that it's important that Spirit is saying that to balance yourself, to come back into that kind of harmonious space where you don't feel like you need to sustain yourself from external, not validation, but external substances, things that are outside of you. Now, obviously, it's still important to drink water and eat healthy food and get out in nature. Everything has a balance. So I don't want to say like, oh, go off whatever substance you're taking. No, like I'm not saying to completely stop it. I'm saying it's important to balance it out. So if you enjoy coffee, that's great. Like have a cup, maybe not have 2 or 3 cups. Oh, that's a huge bolete. Oh my gosh. I see these boletes as being like a really like not like a, what am I seeing? Like a happy, loyal vibe. I feel like group 1, or sorry, not group 1, group 2, you guys have like a loyal friend or somebody who is going to come into your life who's a very loyal person, who's going to be there to kind of help out and protect you. Or rather, you could be befriending yourself along the way. But I do see like, I don't know, with those blue jays that are screeching, it makes me think that Spirit's trying to get your attention. I feel like your Spirit team is maybe trying to get your attention. You might have had a couple tower moments here and there, and that's just Spirit reaching out saying, hey, there is a potential for maximum soul growth. Okay, there are some things that you're not seeing. If you want this manifestation to take place, like whatever it is that you desire, whether that's healing your body, healing your mind, attracting new people into your life, attracting new opportunities, Spirit is saying you've got to take the opportunities when they're presented to you. If you're just going to hide away and let these opportunities pass you by, then that's when these tower moments are going to happen. That's when these life-changing shifts are going to take place, because we aren't taking the action that we need to help align ourselves to these higher dimensional paths, these timelines that we feel so drawn to, and yet we feel almost incapacitated to get there. But that's because we need to make those choices that maybe feel a little out of our comfort zone. Sorry if that was a bit of a ramble. I'm just seeing like we're on a path right now. It doesn't look like much of a path, but we've got markers. So Spirit is saying they are leaving breadcrumbs for you. Okay, your Spirit team, your guides, they're leaving you breadcrumbs, and that could be those synchronicities that you're connecting to. Group 2. Those are the synchronicities, the symbols. So I might take a moment to connect to rocks. Actually, rocks might be a very healing element right now, because they are very grounding. They are very stable and solid in their energy. So if you feel drawn to, different gemstones, or just going maybe along a beach and just collecting rocks, I would suggest that might be a good idea, because sometimes when we let our mind be occupied on a particular task like that, it really allows a lot to, like a lot of healing, but a lot of like really important clues to come to the surface, to come to the conscious mind from the subconscious. So meditating, but meditating can be really, really tricky, because it's hard to just say, okay, mind, it's time to sit down and be quiet. No, your mind's going to keep racing probably, and then you're going to feel like, oh, I suck at meditation. Sometimes the best forms of meditation are doing a puzzle, painting, going out in the woods. I personally like laying stones, but that's just because I'm surrounded by stones. But masonry, dry masonry is something I really enjoy. So if you're in a place where you have the opportunity to connect with stones, I would suggest getting into that. Or anything with stones. You could look into lapidary work, where you get to shave and sculpt different gemstones and stuff. But I love going out into the woods and just laying the stones on top of each other, because it really helps to balance you. When you're balancing things in your material realm, you're actually allowing a balance to happen in your energetic centers. So look, there we go. Balance this guy on top. You'd think, how can you do that? But no, it all worked out. So yeah, as you can see, I've got like a million rocks in this land. And so we're hoping to build little stone houses all over the place one day. And maybe one day we can also get people to come here and help us build stone houses. Anyways, I feel like there's been a lot of really rapid messages that have come through for you guys in this particular group. For those of you who are familiar with tarot, I would say it's an Eight of Wands energy, a very swift energy. Something's coming in. I feel like a manifestation is about to take place. There is a shift happening, okay? A storm maybe has come and gone, and it's thrown the pieces up into the air, and they've fallen down, and now it's up to you to reorganize the puzzle, reorganize where it is that you want to be. Maybe you've been cleaning out your house, maybe you've been getting rid of things, and you just want to have like a new perspective on life. Oh, I just had a beautiful bird singing. That spirit being like, good job, guys, for whatever you've been working on. Like if you've been working on releasing old thought patterns, getting rid of, toxic relationships. That's beautiful. But I'm not seeing that many mushrooms. So I feel like you guys are about to go on kind of like a solo journey. And I don't necessarily mean that there won't be people in your life. I just mean whatever journey you're about to go on is personal. Okay? It's a very personal, very deep connected, soulful experience. Like a vision quest. You're taking the time for yourself to connect with yourself, not necessarily through just sitting still all the time, but balanced with going out there, going out on walks in the woods, allowing your mind to focus on other things so that you can free up that space inside your subconscious to release those really helpful keys, those tools, so that you can know where it is that you want to put your energy, so that you can know where it is that you want to go. So we're leaving the forest behind, entering into this beautiful open field of goldenrod, and that's where we are going to leave this reading. So thank you, beautiful coral mushroom, which we didn't actually see any more of these fungi. So maybe they're a little rare. So maybe you're a little rare, guys. You could be quite the unique soul. And maybe that's why people are so drawn to you. So thank you so much for being here and coming on this walk with us. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope some of it resonated. If it did, please feel free to share your energy, give us a thumbs up, comment if you want to share your story, and then let other people know about our videos if you think that they would resonate with them. So thank you so much, and we will see you in the next walk or reading. Bye! Hello, Group 3. If you chose this Amanita Muscaria, this is going to be your walk in the woods. What a mystical plant. This looks like something out of a fairy tale realm. And there's quite a lot of them coming up actually right now. I kind of feel weird even touching it because it is, or for most of them, are extremely poisonous, okay? So you can touch them, but eating them is a no-no. Some of them are edible, okay? There are a select few. And all of these mushrooms provide a very hallucinogenic, otherworldly experience when you eat them. Most likely right before you die. So it's a good idea not to try and eat this mushroom. I say don't do it because it's lethal. So I'm just gonna leave your mushroom there. We are connecting with any messages, any wisdom or guidance that wants to come through today through this beautiful, beautiful mushroom and through the rest of the forest. So since the entire forest is covered in Amanita Muscaria, we're going to be kind of connecting with all of them. So what messages are we feeling today? Group 3 for the Amanita Muscaria, the otherworldly mushroom. I feel like for you guys, this is a time to dive into your imagination. So your imagination, as you probably know, is one of the most powerful tools that human beings have. Our imaginations can concoct and craft any idea, any world, any event, anything at all. For example, like think of a beautiful willow tree. Now, there's a bunch of you thinking of these beautiful willow trees. How many of you guys thought of the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter, right? What about a lemon? What about a castle? See, our imaginations, our minds can create all kinds of magical experiences. Look at this. So we're about to walk through this beautiful stone pathway right now. And it's got these two beautiful little stone beings on either side. They're like little towers. So I feel like you guys are about to walk through a gateway in your life. You're stepping into a new dimension within your imagination, within your soul. And that is so exciting. That energy is just, I love it. I kind of want to pick this one because I just love that. I feel like for those of you who are crafters, writers, artists of any kind, you are really going to be getting into that mode during this time. You're really going to be hunkering down and you're going to be writing that book, or you're going to be recording your music, or painting, or sculpting, or dancing, whatever it is. You're going to be coming into that artistry and just becoming one with it. You're going to be flowing so effortlessly that it'll feel like you are the paintbrush, or that you are the violin, or whatever it is. You are the music, group 3. So if for some of you, you feel like a little disconnected from your imagination, you know what I think? I think Spirit is saying it's important that you take the time to go outside and connect with all the plants, every element. Connect with the ferns, connect with the moss, connect with the saplings and the mature trees. I'm being drawn to these maples right now. These are young maples. I feel like you started something. There's something that you really want to grow. Something that you really want to grow. It could be a bunch of things. Judging by all of the lush greenery here, I feel like there is so many different avenues that you maybe want to pour your heart and soul into. And it could be that you want to, maybe you want to start a family, or you really want to dig deeper into your subconscious mind and unravel all the hidden mysteries within your soul. There could be so many different experiences that you're wanting to explore. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a very internal experience. So even if you just go on a walk, like a short walk in the woods, that short walk, that 10 minutes, that 5-10 minutes is really going to open up a million gateways inside of your mind. Each little plant, when you look at it, has a different vibration. Each little plant opens up another gateway inside the mind. And then, of course, coupled with that, you have all of the insects. Look at this. We have this little wasp here. He's drinking the last of like the nectars, I think, because it is fall. So a lot of the plants are expelling their final energy, producing their fruits, producing their seeds, and dropping their leaves so that when the winter comes, they're protected. So maybe you guys are finding like a new way to work on healing yourselves. I'm seeing all these different like mushrooms here. We have the Amanita Muscaria, which is the one you guys chose. Okay. Then we have the Bolete. These lovely boletes, which was the group 1. So it does seem like you might be entering into potentially some partnerships. So even if this is kind of like a very internal process for you guys, you might be entering into like a joint group team effort. Maybe if you're writing a book, you're going to get help. You're going to get advice from other people. With all these Amanita Muscaria here, like, look, you're going to be getting a lot of people that want to maybe hear your music or look at your paintings or read your books or connect with your spiritual words or whatever it is that you want to express to the world. I feel like there's going to be people around who want to be a part of it. Now, the Amanita muscaria is a very magical mushroom, okay? It's a very alluring mushroom. So, like I said to the other groups when I came across them, it's just good to be a little bit wary that some opportunities, it's good to look at all of the options. Some opportunities might be a little bit more, what's the word? Grounded and logical than others. They may seem appealing, but they might be a little too good to be true. Although, with this bee here, I think there is going to be this sweet release. I feel like you are about to come into this beautiful, harmonious relationship with yourself, with your creative expression. And the work won't even seem like work. Like for these bees, I don't feel like they feel like they're busy as a bee, but that's just, they're with the flow, you know? This is their labor of love. They connect with the flower essence, they get to consume all of the nectar, and then they get to go to the next one. They get to be surrounded by flowers all day long. It's a pretty beautiful life. Sorry, I was getting lost with what we were saying. I was saying that there might be some opportunities coming in. And for the other groups, I said, like, be wary, be very wary. But for you guys, I feel like it's about picking the right one. I feel like there is this opportunity that seems too good to be true. But I don't think it is. I think for you guys, there's something really powerful coming through. There's something really magical. And I think that I think you need to trust your intuition on this one. Okay? I think you've done the work. And now you just need to release expectation, release the fear, and just know that you're being guided. Okay? You're being divinely guided. Talk to your spirit team if you can. I don't know if you can hear the bird in the distance. Your spirit team's there. They could be whispering very quietly to you. But they're there, looking to spread their advice and guidance and to help you along the way. You're not alone, you guys. You're not alone. Even though you may feel like it, because I feel like for this group, you guys are the eccentric ones. You guys are the ones that are maybe the black sheep of the family, who maybe do things that everyone kind of looks down upon and is like, what? How could they do that? But then they're like, oh my gosh, that person did that. That's amazing. You know, like you're the ones that invent this really cool thing or do this kind of artwork that no one's ever seen before. You guys are the Imagineers. Okay, the ones to trailblaze that new world into being. So Spirit is saying, these mushrooms are saying, wow, take the opportunity, you guys. Take the opportunity to spread your imagination into the world. Because I feel like you guys have such a vivid, such a magical, powerful imagination, and it's just waiting to burst. And I feel like for some of you, you're wondering like, but how can I do this? Like what are the logical steps, you know? Because we do have our minds who are constantly wanting to keep us safe, constantly wanting to make sure that whatever it is that we're going to be doing is actually going to be beneficial for us in the long run, and that we're not just wasting our time. But let me tell you guys, no form of artistic expression is a waste of time. That's our soul expressing itself. That's why we're in these human bodies. To use our minds, to use our hands, to use our mouths, to use our noses, our eyes. We're here to use every single piece, every single sense of our body. Ooh, look at these guys. Now, I don't know what this is. Ooh, it's got quite a cool drum sound. Maybe for some of you, if you're a musician, maybe you want to get in nature and start using, like, I don't know, plants as like instruments. That could be cool. For those of you who are artists, you know, maybe you want to start painting more detailed drawings of like different plants, but they could be like mystical plants, like plants out of a fairy tale realm, you know? They don't have to be plants that are in this world. They can be plants in any dimension of your imagination, you guys. Your imagination is only the limitation. And let me tell you, imagination is not limited. But the greatest storytellers are the ones who have consumed the most stories. So read if you can. Read and then write, draw, live. And when I say consume the most stories, you don't have to read all the time. You don't have to watch shows and taking it that way. You can live life. Your life is a story. The lives around you are stories. That counts too. So take what you have from this reality, take what you have from your imagination, blend it together, and craft a mystical experience. And those, I feel like, oh my gosh, there's a little moth. I would look up moth symbolism because there's a moth that just went through the woods. I kind of want to follow it. I feel like the moth right now is your intuition. So even though like the moth is just going through the forest and your brain might be like, you don't know where you're going. It's dark in there. Let me tell you, it knows. Your intuition knows. It's that soft, deep knowing underneath the surface. Your mind is racing. Your mind is contemplating. Your mind is running. Your intuition is like, it's like the rocks under the river. The river is like your mind thinking, but the rocks that lay beneath, that's your intuition. That's the realm that knows. So just trust your intuition, trust your imagination, dream. Group 3, dream. If you feel like you need to, connect to the other dimensions of reality, take that time to meditate. Take the time to, have a spiritual journey. Take hallucinogens if that's what you feel called to do. But I am in no way suggesting that you do it. I'm saying if you feel called to do it, it's entirely up to you. It's your decision. But sometimes those can help to awaken those deeper parts of ourselves that we've locked away and open our imagination into higher levels that we couldn't even have imagined. So it's time to peel back the layers. Now, I'm not going to peel actually the layers of the birch because you're not supposed to do that in the fall. That's a springtime thing. So peel back the layers when you feel ready to do so. And then dive in. So thank you so much, Group 3, for being here and connecting with us as we make our way through the woods and connect with any of the messages. I hope that some of this resonated. If it did, feel free to share your energy. Give us a thumbs up. Comment. And if you feel like any of these messages would resonate with someone else, please feel free to share this video or this channel with them. We would love to have you all here. It's so beautiful to just get to walk through the woods with you guys and connect with you. I really hope to see you guys again in another video. Bye.